Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your faces to a brand new vlog where you're tuning in to see what could happen next. And today we have got a very exciting vlog for you today. But before we jump into that, hopefully you're all doing well and having a lovely day, whenever you're watching this. And I want to take this time by saying how awesome you are. Thank you very much for tuning in every single week, and always means a lot when you take your time out to come and tune in to see what I'm up to in my random shenanigans. But today we do have some plans. So the other week, if you don't follow me on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, I did post up a little clip. I'm going to be posting a few more little clips of like a little bit behind the scenes, so for you to kind of look forward to over the next few weeks and stuff like that. Kind of give you like pre-teaser. And I posted one the other week about a special delivery, which I have talked about on stream as well. It's like a very expensive purchase I've had to make, which is long waited for, and we finally brought it the other week, and we have now received a delivery. And to give you context to this, right, it was something we was meant to buy 2 years ago when we first moved into this house, but obviously when moving and that, we have budgets for like budget's going to go on the living room, we've got budget for the kitchen, we've got a budget for the bedroom, budget for the offices and stuff like that. We didn't really budget for the garden. So the budget that we did have for this one thing, which was for the house, I ended up spending that budget on the garden by buying lots of like grass seeds, plants and stuff like that. And I will just say, I weren't particularly into good books. But before I tell you the rest, I'm going to just keep you suspended and kind of keeping you waiting to find out what it is. I've actually got to do some other bits and bobs first, which is meal prep for the week. Because this year we're kind of getting into like meal prepping for the week. So when I'm at work, I can make breakfast and lunches of the week. Just to take some time away for everything. Because I don't know why. Making lunches is just one of those tedious tasks I absolutely hate. Even though it's like a 2-minute job to do, like if you're making a sandwich and stuff like that, I just hate it. I just don't know why. So I moved into doing meal prepping I have, which is actually probably more better because I can make it a little bit healthier and it's more filling as well. So it's kind of a win-win situation because I'm eating properly and I'm not just eating just a bit of ham and a sandwich. Yeah, so I need to go and do that now. But I did do a boo-boo last night. I didn't get the chicken out to defrost. So my alternative is, this is something I learned and I've never had any issues with it, I don't get ill or anything like that, is hot water to defrost the chicken. It always works. Like if you really want to speed up the defrosting, this is a good way to do it, because obviously it's going to be cooked after as well. But some people might be a bit thing, but I have never had any issues with it, and it defrosts the chicken really nicely. So that's going to sit there for like half an hour to defrost, and maybe an hour, and that should be good to go. Because I'm an idiot sandwich with that. With that little hack, if like, I know some people might be a bit like, oh, about that. It does work. I've not had any issues with doing that. So if you ever do want to adopt that hack, obviously take it with caution. Because it's chicken. Chicken's very kind of weird with that. Hot water from the tap, just put it in there for an hour. Normally quite good. I have never had any problems. Obviously, you've got to be cooking it after as well. They defrost it quite quickly as well. So it's a hack I learned, and hopefully I can pass it on to you. And if you ever forget the defrosted chicken when the partner tells you to, then don't get you out in the doghouse, because if you just leave it to defrost on its own, it takes some 12 hours. So I ain't got 12 hours to wait. But while that's defrosting, I can still do a bit of prepping and get the overnight oats prepared. So I'm going to do that quickly now and get it all done. So if you do want to do some meal prepping for the week, right, especially breakfast, because this one I have incorporated into my life and it saves so much time. It's so simple to do. All you need to do is get a bag of oats, which will cost you like £1 I think. Get yourself one of these little plastic scoops, and you need half a cup. That's a good way to measure. Obviously milk, or you can use like substitutes like soya, oat milk, whatever. Get a few of these plastic tubs of Amazon, measure half a cup each, chuck them into there. Actually, you've got your standard overnight oats done. Put some honey in it, put some golden syrup, and voila. Whack it in the fridge once you're done, then you're good to go really. That's breakfast for the week done. And I've been doing that for the last like 3 months now, and I've saved so much time during my week doing it. I do like other like meal preps like pasta and healthier like sort of lunches and that takes a bit longer, but this is a really good easy like hack if you do want to do it, because who doesn't want to save some time during a week? So if you want to do that one, bag of oats, some milk, a scoop, plastic tubs, which you can get like a bulk of them off Amazon for like a tenner, and you got all your meal prep done, lunch, breakfast prep for the week. Voila, all the lunch prep is done for the week ahead, so it means we can crack on with the next task. Just dealing with the items which are upstairs, so I'm gonna need a screwdriver, which is something I brought off Amazon the other week. This little thing is like an electronic thing, because when I was doing the attic install, I needed one of these, so I've actually brought one. not too bad off Amazon. I think £14, which is quite good. So I'm happy I've got that now. So it means I don't have to do that. Probably am going to need to do that probably at some point, but hopefully we'll do a nice job. So I've got that. Get all these little accessory bits with it, which is quite good. So it's definitely worth the money for £13. Very, very impressive. So let's take that upstairs and go show you the lovely boxes that I've got upstairs. So the thing we have received is these big boxes, and basically, as I said 2 years ago, we were meant to get some wardrobes, but I splashed all the money on the garden, which we were meant to have for wardrobes, and Kirsty was like, I haven't got any money left for the wardrobes. It's like, oh no, I've spent all the money on the garden. So we're now here, 2 years later, we're finally going to be installing some wardrobes here after 2 years. We've literally just been using a rails for so long. So if anyone wants any rails, they'll be on Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, we're going to be installing some here. But weird one with this, right? When we first moved in, we've got this thing bulked out. So we've had to get a very precisely measured wardrobe, which will fit in this gap here. Because this is just, I don't even know what's behind it. Do you know what's behind here?
I'm assuming pipes and wires, but it wasn't in like the other house.
Yeah. Because when we first like sort of got offered to look at a 3-bed house, we went and looked at one which was a bit further down from us. And when we looked at it, this wasn't in that house. And we're like, oh, that'll be perfect. Wardrobe's going there. It was like built for it. We obviously brought this one and moved into it. We're like, what the fuck is this? But it's a common thing in some houses, so I don't even know what's there or what. If anyone knows that, please let me know, because I would love to know what is actually behind it. So I'm assuming pipes and that. But yes, we brought some wardrobes finally, which should take about roughly 180 minutes. It's going to look like that. So let's get going. Right, we've got a little bit of the unboxing done of it now. Got some bits there. Got the doors in there, which we need to protect. So that's still in there for now. Got one box I'm done. And we've got stuff there. Space is very limited, and Kirsty's got a little supervisor there. Well, she's very upset because Willow always used to like sleeping behind the clothes rack over behind there, and now she's not going to have that. So she's going to be a very upset kitten later. So let's get cracking on with the first lot of screwing in all the holes. Fun. So when it comes to actually building stuff, right, me and Kirsty like tend to team up on this. So, like, I do all the strength stuff and she goes through the manual because I just get impatient. I don't know if anyone else does this, like especially the boys, right, where you throw the manual away and you just go I can assemble this. Quite straightforward. Then you end up with at the end a few screws and bolts. So you're like, it's sturdy. You bang on it, like it's not fall apart. So. Yes, me and Kirsty make quite the duo. She goes through the instructions, get all the stuff that we need, and I do all the screwing and lifting, and it balances itself out. So I'm just intrigued to know if anyone's ever quite the same with that, where you just don't follow the manual and you just go solo with it, and just yeah, it's all the same stuff. It's been up building. So we've run into our first little issue with this because we're finding all the screws have been chucked into one, and they're all like marked up as like W6, and you think they'll be on the bags, but there's nothing on these bags at all.
But the thing is this one, which it looks like it, but this is this one. They've clearly like stretched the image just to fit in the box rather than to match the different size screws.
Yeah, a bit random. So we're having to hand right onto the bag so we know what's what of each screw. So
that sits a lot better. That's what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, so that's our first issue with the wardrobes, because the bags are not bloody marks. So one thing is, I'm very happy about, my measurements did work out quite well. The side of the wardrobe fits perfectly. I was too paranoid that it wasn't going to fit, but it fits perfectly. Not even remember that, so yay! I can bloody do maths. Right, so I've done all the side panels for the wardrobe, so we now need to do the top and the bottom. So we're just going to be doing that now, getting all the screws in for that. Then I think we're assembling all those pieces together. Then yeah, it's going all right so far. At the moment, Kirsty's just organising all the screws. I'm going to tackle the rubbish. In a minute, I've just dumped it in the bathroom. So I'm going to start working on that while she's just going to organise that. So I'll do this because at the moment, we can't get it in the bathroom. Right, I think I've got the rubbish sorted. Got a polystyrene pile, paper pile, cardboard pile. And I think the cat's trying to get through. She's like, how the hell am I meant to get through? Hi, Wales. Hello. There you go. There's a little tunnel for you to get through now. thing. It's quite handy. Doing quite a good job. I think the cat's got the best spot in the house. Look how she's probably like watching. Willow. So currently at the moment, I've just kind of doing a lot of bloody screwing at the minute, and we're literally just getting screws, putting them into the holes and that, and just getting it all ready to basically assemble together. So that's always been kind of going on at the minute, and just doing little bits, and very much fun. So we're getting there then. Well, I think we're like 90% away from this part, then we can get onto the piece it all together. Right, so all the screwing's done now, so it's time to assemble this bit onto the base. So that's where the fun begins. I'm just standing here watching Kirsty do all the work while I'm that's it, did a cracking job.
Can you hold these?
Yep, that's fine. Did a cracking job. Don't need me. Doing fantastic. A little bit. Almost there, that's great. Well done. Honestly, the worst part of putting wardrobes together is that fucking bit right there. We have been stuck on this for about 20 minutes to half an hour just trying to get this panel kind of lining up into the grooves of that, because basically you're getting a whiteboard and you're trying to fill it in. All these freaking gaps. I think Willow's found like a new spot where she can sleep.
She's like, no mum, don't take me down. You silly kitten, Wills.
Right, so we've got that shelf installed now, and we're back to the infamous back cover. Fucking love this shit. Cat's been very helpful. We've dropped a thing behind it, and Willow's just gone behind and just watching Kirsty try to scrape this thing out. Been super helpful, aren't you, Wells?
She had it in her mouth and dropped it.
After an hour of hell, we've got here. We have got it into place there. Oh my fucking god, those back panels are the worst thing ever. But we've just got this part to do now. Then we're there. Almost home run now, home run. We're getting there slowly but surely. We've got the rails on now. We've got 2 shelves. Got the little edge bit. We've just got to do the doors, then we're basically there. Then it's dealing with all the fucking cardboard then after that. I've got a question I need to ask people. If anyone does know this, right? Do you know when you get like something like on, say, a wardrobe, you get some pre-drilled holes, but then sometimes you don't get some pre-drilled holes? Does anyone know why? Because I generally find that a lot with building furniture. Like sometimes some stuff's pre-drilled, some stuff's not. Like it's got holes there for you to put screws in, but then sometimes you have to screw it in yourself. Like, why is that a thing? If you do know, please let me know in the comments, because I've just installed these and they're an absolute bastard. Let's have to do these. So this one and these two were had holes already in the wardrobes. But these two just did not have any, and I had to force into the wood with these. So if you know why they don't pre-drill stuff like these, please let me know. 6 hours later, when this thing was meant to be 3 hours max, it is bloody complete. Go a bit more wide shot for you and just kind of give you the full thing. Sorry, Kirsty, but there we have it. The wardrobes are bloody complete. It was the last leg of tiredness and just making silly errors, but storage, hanging space, bit of storage there, more storage there. And Kirsty's putting all her stuff away now, so she can go and lay on the bed. This cat has had like the snooze of a lifetime. But I can say that is the wardrobes done. Got kind of sort of organising them. We need to get some baskets, I think, up here is what we're talking about doing next. But that is a job done, and I'm glad it's done. Right, that is everything tidied up from tools, cardboard, polystyrene, all gone. My bins are completely full outside, but the house is tidy, which is the main thing. But that is the wardrobes all assembled, and one we could tick off the list for projects for this year for the house. And it feels good for it to be done, but I am absolutely goddamn knackered. But I think me and Gaz have definitely come out with all of this saying we underestimated like how much of a bitch it was going to be. And the other thing was as well, the electric screwdriver was a massive, massive help. So definitely a good investment. One of those. I'm kind of happy I did buy one. But I am going to wrap up this vlog now because I am beyond knackered and I need to now get myself sorted for work. I'm back at work tomorrow, so yes, I'm going to go and shower and whatnot. But if you did enjoy today's vlog, make sure you leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget the ding dong bell, and I will give a mention as well. If you're not following me on Instagram, TikTok, other social medias, make sure you do, because I'm posting a bit more short form content. little bits behind the scenes. If you don't have TikTok or anything like that, I am posting them on YouTube Shorts anyway, so just keep an eye on there. But I'm trying to get back in the swing of short form content a little bit again, just like little updates, little things, little snippets of like little vlog stuff, but through short form content way. But I'm gonna go now. I love your faces. I'll see you next Saturday at 7 o'clock on the dot, where you're tuning in. See what can happen next. Take care. Bye bye.